Hello everyone, it's Anna here, founder of Young at Heart. Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't seen the videos I've been posting in the last few weeks, we have been exploring together different methods of relaxation, art, music, and this week we are exploring movement and how body language can affect our relationship to people and how we relate to each other in general in public and the people we know really well. So lovely to be with you all today. Give you a few minutes to come online. Hope everyone is doing well and having a good week. This will be our last live stream for a little while, as these live streams were a series of 4 as part of a project called Authentic Connections, where we're exploring together the different kinds of connections that we have with each other and with ourselves. So welcome everybody, it's lovely to be with you today on this lovely day. I'm really excited to explore this idea of movement and connection through movement and body language together. So let's make a start then, shall we? At the moment, I've noticed that although we have been physically distancing from most people in our lives, in fact, I feel personally more connected to people than I ever have before in some ways. An example of this is when lockdown first started, I noticed that people were messaging me, like, I would say every second really, saying, oh, I haven't spoken to you for ages, do you want to catch up? Do you want to have a video call? And I think it was pretty constant for the first few weeks of lockdown. There was just constant video calling and connecting and talking to people I hadn't spoken to for years. It's still happening now, but not quite as intensely. But I've noticed that connections have been quite strong during this lockdown time, because I think people have started realising how important these connections we have with each other are. So that's one thing that I've noticed. Another thing I've noticed I've been acutely aware of is particularly when I've been doing video calls with people on Skype or Zoom or Google Hangouts, any of those things, I've noticed I've become much more aware of my own body language when I'm on a video call with somebody or a group, which is kind of unusual in a way, because when you're having a face-to-face real conversation with somebody in person, I find anyway that I'm not so aware of all the facial expressions that I make and the language the body language which I kind of portray when I'm with somebody. So I feel like doing video calling can sometimes be a little bit more exhausting as well, because you're not only aware of the body language of everybody in the chat room, but you're also very much aware of your own body language, how you're reacting to things facially and in terms of your whole body. So that's something I've really noticed while being in lockdown and having a chat with people. And over the phone, it's not quite so exhausting to an extent, as you don't see the other person, but you use tone of voice, don't you, to kind of portray what you're feeling in that moment. So this time for me has been quite an important and interesting time, learning a lot about how I react to situations using my body, how I move, how my face changes, and that's the kind of thing I hadn't really thought about before lockdown started. So it's been an interesting learning for me, and I'm wondering if it's the same experience for any of you guys at home. But that's just a little insight to why I thought today would be a helpful kind of exercise and exploration and movement. So I now invite you all to have a think about how we relate to other people through gesture, through touch, through the way we hold our bodies, through our tone of voice. And have a think about now, I invite you to think about now, what it feels like for you when somebody gives you a hug, or if somebody gives you a massage, or if somebody looks at you in a way which you know inside that it kind of says to you that they're not impressed with something you've done, or they're disappointed. How do these different things feel for you? So when you get a hug or a massage, or somebody gives you a disapproving look, how does that make you feel? These are all different kinds of body language, and they kind of speak 1,000 words to people, even if no words have actually been said. So we'll think about that again. How does it feel for us when somebody gives us a hug, gives us a massage, or looks at us in a disapproving way. How does that feel? We're exploring body language today and how that feels for us. So if you feel comfortable enough now, guys, I invite you to wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug. Or you could ask somebody else to give you a hug. Just explore how that feels. And if you're not really a huggy person, then that's okay. Why don't you just trace your hands over your other hand or on your arms? Just initiate some kind of touch with yourself and your hands and your arms. Just feel for a second how that feels in your body. Just explore that a little bit. Does it make you feel kind of warm and safe and fuzzy, or does it make you feel, I don't know, scared and resistant? Depends what your experience is of touch, isn't it? How it makes you feel. And while you're doing this, I now invite you to say to yourself, I love you. 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 It's really important to remind yourself that you are loved, and it's good to love yourself too, because ultimately at the end of the day you are the person who can change who you are in your own reality. And now, as we carry on doing this in a way which feels comfortable, we're going to think about somebody that we would like to send love to. And we'll think about that person and say, either aloud or in your head, you can say, I love you. 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 We're really thinking about that person and sending them all the love at the moment, because at the moment there are some people that really need some love, and that includes you. It's really important to keep sending love their way and your own way. And finally, as we do this one more time, let's think about a place or situation where you think really needs some love at the moment. And while we give ourselves a hug or gently stroke our arms and hands, think to ourselves and about that place, thinking about a place or situation which we think needs some love right now as we give ourselves a hug. And think about that place or situation and think or say, I love you. 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 Beautiful. Well done, everybody. Now when you're ready, everyone, if you feel comfortable to do so, I invite you to bring your hands, cupped hands, in front of your heart. And in these hands, we're going to imagine a ball of light, which is the colour of your choice. And this ball of light, we're going to imagine within that there are some situations which positively connect us to other people. So we're choosing a colour of ball of light, and in that situation we're thinking, in that light we're thinking, what is it that connects us to other people positively? So this could be maybe a letter from a friend or a family member. It could be a hug from a friend or family member, or a stranger, who knows. It could be a smile from the neighbour or somebody you know. Think about now something within this ball of light that you're holding that positively connects you to other people. Just think about that for a second. We've just been focusing on self-love, loving others, and loving somewhere we're thinking about. So now we're thinking about this ball of light in our hands which holds some positive things which connect us as human beings. Brilliant. And when we're ready, we're going to bring our hands up as high as comfortable for you. If it's too high, just do what feels right for you. We're going to bring our hands up, if we can, up to our foreheads. And we're just going to hold this for a second. And as we hold this, we're going to gently tip our hands forwards towards our foreheads. We're going to imagine that this light that we have in our hands now turns into a kind of soft liquid, and it washes over our bodies, from our heads, down our bodies, down to our toes. We're going to imagine all these positive connections that we have with others, with this beautiful coloured light, colour of your choice, washing down your body. That's it. Beautiful. It's washing down your body. It's replacing any negative feelings in the body with beautiful coloured light and positive connections. And while we do this, we're going to think about how this makes us feel. How does this make us feel when we are filling ourselves with positive connections? Does it make us feel happy, sad, emotional? How does it feel when we fill ourselves with these positive situations where we connect with other people? How do we feel? We're sending this beautiful coloured light through our body and connecting to others in our thoughts. Thinking about how this makes us feel. Welcome, everybody. Kind of turn the page. Oh, I've dropped you. I'm sorry. Finding my page of notes. There we go. Now, everybody, when we're ready, when we feel able, we're gonna take these hands of light and wash them over our bodies one more time. We're gonna make a lovely whooshing sound. Whoosh. Imagine all the goodness filling our body. Whoosh. Lovely. Imagining all the negativity floating away. When we're ready, we're going to bring our hands to our hearts and we're going to say thank you. Thank you for being present with me now, lovely body. Thank you for being the host for my beautiful thoughts that I've been sending to people that I connect to. Thank you for being a centre of love and for allowing me to connect to other people. We're going to finish now with a lovely deep breath in through our nose. And a big deep breath letting go through our mouth. Do this 2 more times in your own time. So in through your nose. Out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Wonderful, everybody. Well done. And when we're ready, everyone, we're just going to focus now on a quote from a psychologist called Molly Marty. And I thought this quote was really lovely and relevant to what we've been looking at today, so I'll read it to you now. The utmost form of respect is to give sincerely of your presence. The utmost form of respect is to give sincerely of your presence. The utmost form of respect is to give sincerely of your presence. Thank you everyone for joining in the live stream today. It's been really lovely to share this space with you and explore the different ways in which our body language affects ourselves and other people, and to breathe together and to fill our bodies with these positive connections that we experience with each other when we connect. So this is our last live stream together for a little while now. As I was saying before, these live streams have been a series of 4 live streams which you can watch back now on the Young at Heart Facebook page. We've been exploring authentic connections with people in our environment, people we live with, and these connections have been explored through relaxation, through art, through music, and today through some gentle movement. So if you've enjoyed these live streams and would like to engage with me more in different ways with the different arts, then feel free to email me at anna.youngatheart@gmail.com and we can book your free half-hour video call together. And if you'd like to book a longer session, we can talk about quarantine prices, which are affordable for you at the moment. That's fab. And I'd also just like to say thank you again for being here with me and enjoying the space together. And I hope that it's been helpful for you. It'd be great to have some feedback on how it's been. And as usual, about an hour after the live stream, I'll post a link to YouTube, which you can then share with people who don't use Facebook and you think might benefit from engaging with the different arts, that'd be fantastic. I'd love these videos to go as far out as possible, just so I know that people have benefited from them and have a chance to engage who aren't necessarily on Facebook. So thank you again, everybody, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, friends. Bye-bye.